welcome back to Sharp Spell Lessons. So for this lesson, we'll learn the rules for G and J in spelling. So I know G and J sounds like completely different letters, but there's instances where in the English language, sometimes the G makes more of a J sound and the J makes more of a G sound. And that's where you get into murky water and it can be really confusing for some people. So sadly, there isn't many rules for when the J should be used, but there is two main rules for when the G should be used when spelling. So, when do we use the G? So the first rule being, no word ends with J. So whenever you get a word that the last letter could be G, could be J, it's automatically going to be G because no word ends with J. So for example, monk, bang, bling, etc. So no word ends with J. The second rule being the letter G makes the J sound when followed by E, I, or Y. So this is where the confusion happens. This is one of the exceptions where it's like you want to spell it out and that G makes a J sound, so a lot of people put that J instead of the G. But it's a G it's only a G, but it kind of has that J sound when it is followed by an E, I, or Y. So germ, germ, it kind of sounds like a J, but it's actually a G because it's followed by that E. Another one is wage, G, followed by the E, which is part of the rule. And generate, again, it's followed by that E right there. So it sounds like a J for all these examples, but it's actually a G. This is very important to remember because, again, that's where you get into middle ground where it's like, oh, it sounds like a J. But actually, if you remember this rule, you'll realize, oh, it's followed by an E, I, or Y, so it has to be that G. That sounds like a J, but it's a G. It can get confusing, but with a little bit of practice and a little bit of time, you'll get with it.